So I'm trying to put together some memories. Um, and talking about some events in my life that have meant a lot and been important and meaningful and whatnot, and some people as well. And I was trying to figure out what to do next. And I thought, let's start with people, you know. So who better than my dad? Um, Timothy Keith Dillon, that's my dad. I don't have a lot of memories that intertwine my childhood with my father because it didn't really happen. He wasn't very much around. He was quite frequently off, sometimes in other states, working jobs, doing whatever he was doing. I don't know. When he was around, it was a very volatile dynamic at the house, particularly between he and my mother. Fighting all the time, the yelling and the screaming it seemed like it was constant. Sometimes those fights got violent, sometimes those fights got physical. And I remember we were living in a townhouse in Michigan. It was middle school, so 13-ish. My bedroom and my brother's bedroom were on the second floor. Parents were on the bottom floor. It was late one night. I don't remember what time it was, but I was in bed. Something woke me up. And then after I woke up, I heard this just god-awful scream. It sounded like it was coming from inside our house. It screamed that at that age I had never heard before. And I don't know that I've ever heard it since, but I know at that point I had never heard anything like this. So I got up, walked downstairs carefully, and when I got downstairs, there was the kitchen area, and there was my mother was standing in the kitchen, and she was kind of had her hand over her face. So I just kind of walked up and asked her if everything was okay. And I remember she never looked at me. Didn't look at me once. Kept her hand on her face, whether she was crying or not. I could tell she was upset about something, but and she just said, "Everything's fine. Go back to bed." And I did. I knew everything wasn't fine, but I went back up to bed because that's what she wanted me to do. So come to find out later that that was one of the times that there had been some physical violence between my parents. We could talk about the time that he threw a shovel at me, but I probably deserve that. To be fair and honest, I could talk about the time he bounced my head off a brick wall. Probably deserve that one too, if we're being honest. Maybe we'll save those for another time. Well, it wasn't, it's not all bad. I don't want to pretend like it was. There were some fun things that happened. I can remember every single time my father came to a baseball, basketball, or football game that I had. And I can remember every single one because they didn't happen. They were a rarity. Probably maybe 5 times from the age of 9 to through high school, maybe 5 times. And I was playing sports constantly. But I remember everyone he came to, and I always felt like I wanted to perform well. There was one that I just remembered. We can talk about it. I was playing basketball. It's either 14 or 15. Playing basketball in a league, and we had the best team in the league. We were undefeated that season, won the championship. But there was a game, and the reason I remember this is my parents had a camcorder, an old VHS handheld camcorders, and they would record games. I don't know if my brother or my friend Jeff or somebody, but somebody would be in charge of the camcorder, and they would record the game, and I'd go back and watch it afterwards. It was fun. There was one game in particular, my dad was there, and I went off, and I scored like 20 points. I mean, you know, it was probably my best game of the season, and we dominated the game, and we won. And I remember it was like late in the third quarter. I went back to watch the video, and like I said, late in the third quarter, things are happening, and I'm scoring. I'm just going off, man. And you can hear on the video, you can't see his face, but you can hear his voice. And you can hear my dad go, "That's my boy," you know. That was 30 years ago. Just that 4-second audio clip from 30 years ago. I remember, that's locked in there, permanent. My junior year of high school, he moved to California, and well, my sophomore year he moved, but my junior year we moved out there, and while we were out there, it was a time, it was an experience. He and I kind of spent more time than we ever had before. We'd play basketball, we go surfing, ride bikes, you know, up and down the beach. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. Now, we could talk about this as well. Before I moved out to California, I got a call from my dad, like the day before we were supposed to leave. He was already out there. So my brother and I were going to drive out. And the day before we were scheduled to leave, he calls me. And he says, "Man, I got a mission for you. I'm 16. I got a mission for you. I need you to go down in the basement, go up, look up in the rafters." And he told me exactly where to go. He said, "There's a tape. I want you to get that tape. And I want you to bring it to me. Don't watch it. Just bring it to me. If you can do that, I'll give you $50. And I thought, oh, easy money. Do my dad a favor, and I can get $50. So went down there. It was exactly where he said it was. Went down there, got it, put it in my suitcase, and drove out to California. It took us 2 or 3 days. And literally, when we got to the townhouse in California, unpacking my stuff, I'm like, "I got this tape." Boom. And I gave it to him. He just kind of pocketed it. Never gave him my money. And found out years later that was a tape of him having sex with another woman. So found that out because my mother found the tape and made me play it for her, because she couldn't hook up the camcorder to the TV. She didn't know how to do it, so she had me hook it up for her. When I was really little, 7 or 8, I do remember living in Alabama, and my dad was going up to Michigan to work or move. I don't know. Who knows? He was leaving to go to Michigan. And he was all packed up, ready to go, and he said something like, "I mean, I got a surprise in the back of the car for you guys, and go check it out." So my brother and I went out there, got in the back of the car, and as soon as we got in, he closes the door, jumps in, cranks the car, throws it in reverse. Man, tears down the driveway, puts it in drive, and peels out. And all I remember is seeing my mom running down the street, crying, yelling hysterically, which made me cry hysterically. And he drove for a few minutes, and I guess I wasn't getting over it, I guess, and he just couldn't handle that, so he turned around and drove us back. That pretty much sums up my dad and my relationship. As of recording right now, I haven't spoken or talked to him going on 7 years, and I don't. What do you do, man? What do you do? I hope he's doing well. I have no ill will. I have no bad thoughts. I wish nothing bad. You know, I hope him nothing but good things in life. I hope he's happy. But I don't really want to. I haven't seen him in almost 7 years, and I don't really care to. So that's where that stands. That's me and my dad.